Hello and welcome. Now in this video, I'm going to explain the fast track strategy. We also call it the power of three. And simply, it is a way to help you to generate much more income from the people's project much more faster. However, this strategy is completely optional. You don't have to go for it if you don't want to. It is totally optional. However, I would recommend to watch this video first to understand how it works and decide by yourself if you want to go for it or not. So in the next part of this video, you're going to understand how it works. And after that, I'm going to take you step by step through the process on how to make use of this strategy.
Welcome to the People's Project. The idea of this video is to give you a very quick presentation on the power of three. I want to show you the strategy that a few of us are using to get through these boards as quickly as we can. This isn't for everybody, but you need to understand this option. So here we go, the power of three. It's a fast start system. So here's an example. This is Zach. Zach has seen the main presentation. He understands that all he has to do is contribute $28. He's then got to go and share it with two people for him to get out of the holding tank. Zach's too busy to go and find his two people right now, but he wants to get out of the holding tank as fast as possible. The fastest way to do that is for Zach to go and get two more spots underneath his main spot, so he now owns 3 spots. He's spent in total just short of $90. If you look at all the fees, just short of $90. That's it, one time out of pocket. Zach's goal now is to find 4 people that can afford to do what he's just done. So it's 4 people that can afford to start with $90 in BUSD. Now, because Zach has started with $90, his top spot has referred 2 people, so it automatically goes out of the holding tank onto board number 1. Zach's goal now is to get his second account and his third account also out of the holding tank and onto board number 1. So for that to happen, Zach has to go and refer 4 people. He's going to place 2 people under Zach 2 and 2 people under Zach 3. That's it. That's the goal. It's 4 people that are switched on, that can afford $90 and they want to move fast. Mary, Carl, Junior, and Marcus are going to copy what Zach has done because they've seen the system. They want to do the 3-spot strategy. So Mary will introduce herself twice. Carl introduced himself twice. Junie herself twice. And Marcus himself twice. That means that their top spot also comes out of the holding tank and joins Zach on board number 1. That means that Zach has now completed his board number 1. Now, if you understand the strategy of the main presentation, you start with one position, you share it with 2 people. You then teach them to do the same. That's how we get the duplication. Now, to complete a board in that situation, you're going to need a team of 14 people for you to complete your board number 1. This is most definitely achievable. Lots of people are doing it all the time. But now, if you use the 3-spot strategy, instead of needing 14 people, you need 4 people. 4 people. Now we're talking about speed. Mary has seen what Zach has done. She knows that he has shared it with 4. She's one of the 4 people he has shared it with. That's why he's completed board 1. She will now share it with her 4 people. And they will start the same way that Mary started. So Nick, Sarah, John, and Katie will do exactly what Mary did. That means that Nick's top spot, Sarah's top spot, John's top spot, and Katie's top spot all come out of the holding tank straight away onto board number 1, which means that Mary has now completed her board number 1 straight away. There's Mary's board number 1 because they've come in. Now, what happens is that Mary completed board number 1. She goes on to board number 2, following Zach. Now, actually, in this example, Zach's number 2 should be here, Zach's number 3 should be here, and Mary will be here. As soon as Mary's number 2 board completes, it'll fill in there. And as soon as maybe one of the others, it could be Carl, as soon as he finishes his board, he'll go there. Then he moves up to board number 3. Zach would move to board number 3 as soon as this board is complete. The beautiful thing about this system is it's not about Zach sponsoring the whole world. It's about using this with 4 people, teaching them how to do the same. You're going to drag your people through the boards with you. Everybody wins. Oh, that makes sense.
Now, by you watching the previous part of this video, you should understand now how the power of 3 or the fast track strategy works. So if you want to go for it, let me take you through the process. And I want you to pay close attention and follow the instructions as I'm explaining here. You can watch the video, understand the first part, pause the video, take action, then come back, watch the video again. It is really important to follow the steps in this video in order so you activate and set up your additional 2 accounts in the right way. Okay? Now, there are some requirements for the fast track strategy. And that will be that you must create additional accounts, and mainly there are going to be 2 accounts in your MetaMask wallet to be linked with each additional account in the People's Project. Now, if you're confused about this, let me explain it to you in this flowchart. Let's assume that this is your MetaMask wallet. Now, MetaMask wallet can be divided to multiple accounts inside. So it is not just one account. MetaMask wallet can include multiple accounts. Now, if you have already activated the People's Project in the previous steps, then you should have used one of the accounts inside your MetaMask wallet. So this is going to be your first account or the main account in the People's Project. And you use this account in the MetaMask wallet to pay for and activate this first account or the main account in the People's Project. That means this account is linked to this account. So if you want to create additional accounts in the People's Project, you won't be able to use this same account to pay for this. You have to create new accounts inside your MetaMask wallet and use each account to pay or link with separate the People's Project account. So you need to create account number 2, the second account, and use it to make the payment for the People's Project account number 2. Then create account number 3 in your MetaMask wallet and use it to pay for account number 3 in the People's Project. Now, the first account have been already created before, and you should have already done that since you're going through the process. Now, what you have to do, you need to create 2 additional accounts to be used to activate those 2 additional People's Project accounts. Now, one more thing, that this account have a username. So if we replace the People's Project account with a username, let's assume that this account or the main account username is John Smith. Okay, so this is a username, so it should be all together, there is no spaces. So John Smith, this is the main account. You would be able to change the name of the MetaMask wallet account name to the same. So instead of the default name, which is account 1, you can also call it John Smith, and that will allow you to know easily which account in your MetaMask wallet linked with which account in the People's Project. And that is really, really important, because this account will not be used just for the payments. It's going to be used also to receive your earnings as well. Okay. Now, let's assume that you call the second account here, which is going to be under this account, John Smith 2. And this is going to be much more easier. I would recommend just to call the account username the same username, just add number 2 for the second account. And you can do the same thing here for the MetaMask wallet. You can call it, instead of account 2, John Smith 2. And you can repeat the same process for account 3. If you call this account John Smith 3 username, you can call the MetaMask wallet linked with that one, John Smith 3. Now, don't worry about this process. I'm going to explain to you how to create those additional accounts in your MetaMask wallet and how to change the name of the accounts right now. Now, first of all, you need to change the name of your MetaMask wallet account in order to be matching the username of your first People's Project account, which is the account you should have already created following the previous steps. Okay, so in order to do that, you need to log into your MetaMask wallet, open your MetaMask wallet, and at the top here, it should show your account name. It should show any other name or the default name. Usually the default name will be something like account 1, account 2, or something like that. So what you have to do, you need to change the name of this account in order to be matching the username of the People's Project account that you created before, which is the first main account. And by the way, this is the account that you should have already used in order to make the payment for the first account in the People's Project. So in order to do that, you need to click on those 3 dots here, and in the drop down menu, select on account details. It's going to open this pop-up window. So what you have to do here is to click on this pen icon, and it's going to open this editor where you'll be able to edit the account name. So you need to replace this account name with your username of the first main account in the People's Project. So you need to type your username here, the username of the People's Project main account, your account, and then click on this right sign here, and it's going to be saved, and you'll be able to see the account name here at the top. It should be something like John Smith, for example. And this is just an example. We assume that in case your username is John Smith for the People's Project main top account, then it's going to be also here John Smith. So once you do that and you see the account name change here, then you're doing great. So I would recommend that you pause this video, go and complete this step, change your main account to match the username of the People's Project first account. And once you do that, come back here and continue watching this video. Now, the next thing that you have to do here is to create additional 2 accounts in your MetaMask wallet with names matching the usernames of the upcoming 2 additional accounts that you're going to be creating in the People's Project. So as we explained before, we assume that if your account username is John Smith, now you should have already changed the name of your MetaMask wallet linked with this account to John Smith as well, which is matching the username of this account. Now the next 2 accounts in the People's Project, as I recommend, to add only at the end. So John Smith 2 and John Smith 3. So what we're going to do right now is to create 2 additional MetaMask wallet accounts with names John Smith 2 and John Smith 3 to be linked with the new People's Project account that you're going to be creating. So we're going to be using John Smith 2 account to pay for the John Smith 2 account in the People's Project. And you will be able, of course, to name it later while you're setting up your account. Make sure to name it the same name as the account you used to pay for. So you'll be able to select the username while you are creating the account, as we explained before. And after that, you will be using the John Smith 3 to pay for the account under the username of John Smith 3. Now, let me remind you again that John Smith here is just an example for username. If your username is different, then obviously you're going to put your username 2 and your username 3. And here also you'll be calling this account your username 2 and your username 3. Okay, so please don't get confused. John Smith here is just an example for the username. So what you have to do in order to complete this step is to log into your MetaMask wallet, and then you need to click on this circle here, okay, at the top right hand side. When you click on that one, you're going to get this drop down menu, and here you'll be able to see all the accounts you have. So if there is only one main account, and we have already changed the name of that account before John Smith, in order to create a new account, from this drop down menu, click on this create account. Once you do that, it's going to open this page. So here you can type the name of the account that you want to create. So since this is the second account, it will be your username 2. So based on our example here, is going to be John Smith 2. Then click on create. Once you do that, this account is going to be displayed here. So this is an active account right now because we have just created it. It's going to be the default account here. So now we created one account. In order to create the second account, we're going to follow the same process. We're going to click on this circle here and again click on create account, and here give it a name, which is going to be your username 3, because this is going to be the third account. In our example here, the username is John Smith 3. Then click on create, and then the account is going to be created. So in order to be able to see the list of your accounts, you just need to click on the circle here, and here you'll be able to see all the accounts that you created. At the top here, it's going to be John Smith, and after that John Smith 2 and John Smith 3. So now we have 2 additional accounts created in our MetaMask wallet. I would recommend that you pause this video, go and complete this step, then come back and watch the next part. Now the third step is to deposit funds to your new MetaMask wallet accounts. So you're going to deposit to each account separately. And as we explained before, the fund should be in BNB, and in each account we recommended to add an equivalent to 35 BUSD. The process for depositing funds was actually explained before. So if you don't remember the process or you want to refresh your mind about it, you can refer back to step 2 sections. Mainly there are 2 ways or 2 options to do that, either to pay using a credit card or debit card. And the second way is to deposit in crypto BNB directly if you have a crypto exchange or wallet account where you have some crypto there. So that was already explained in step 2. So feel free to refer back to that section in order to learn the process. And a very important thing here is to make sure that you are depositing to the new accounts. Make sure that you are selecting the correct account at the time of deposit. Don't just go and click on the buy in order to deposit funds in your MetaMask wallet immediately. Make sure that you are selecting the new account that you have just created and deposit the funds to each account separately. That is really, really, really important. Now, the way to do that, to select the accounts before you deposit, is to click at the top here. Now here you're going to see the name of the account. So this is the second account that you need to deposit to, which is going to be your username 2. In our case here, as per this example, John Smith 2. But in case it's showing something else here, in order to select the correct account, you need to click at the top here on this circle. You're going to get this drop down menu. Make sure to click on the correct account that you want to deposit to. I'm going to select John Smith 2, which is going to be the username 2, okay, which is going to be for the second account. Once you do that, the account name is going to be displayed at the top here. Once the correct account name displayed at the top here, you just need to go ahead and start the deposit process. Once you completed the deposit process for the first account, you need to go to the next account before you deposit again. So click again on the top circle at the top right hand side and select the second account, which is going to be, in our case here, John Smith 3, so the third account, which is actually the second account under the main account. At the top here, when it shows the account name correctly, make sure that it shows here, then you can start the depositing process. Again, the depositing process was already explained in step 2 above, so you can refer to that section in order to refresh your mind about the way of depositing. So what I recommend is to pause the video right now, go and complete this step, and once you're done, come back and continue watching. Now, the fourth step is to swap the BNB amount you have in your account that you have just deposited to BUSD in each one of the accounts in your MetaMask wallet. And what I mean by each account, those 2 new accounts that you have just created. Now, the process of swapping BNB to BUSD was explained in details in step 3 above. So if you don't remember the process or you just want to refresh your mind about it, feel free to refer back to step 3 video above. And make sure to do the same process for each one of the 2 new MetaMask wallet accounts that you have just created. So I would recommend to pause this video, complete this step, then come back here and continue watching. Now, the next step is to get the referral link of the top account in the People's Project, which is actually the main account that you created in the previous steps. As we assumed before that this is the username of the main account, which is in our case here as an example, John Smith. In your case, it's going to be something different, obviously. So now what you have to do is to create 2 accounts under this account, and the username for the second account will be the same username, just add 2, and the third account, the same username, just add 3. So the way in order to create those 2 new accounts under this account is to get the referral link of this main account at the top. So in order to get your referral link for your main account, you need to log into the People's Project account. And to do that, you can click on any one of the buttons in the previous step. In order to open the main website, you just need to click on the menu at the top, then select login or click on the login button, then use your username and password to log into your account. And inside your account, you need to find the replica link. So this is going to be your referral link. What you have to do is to copy this referral link. Make sure to copy the whole link and save it somewhere. I would recommend to save it in a notepad or save it in your email or whatever place you like. Just keep it handy because you're going to need it in order to create the new accounts under this one. So you can highlight it and copy it, or you can just click on this icon here for copying and save it somewhere. So what you have to do right now is to do this step. Go and log into your account, get your link, save it somewhere. And once you get the link, the next important thing to do is to make sure that you are logged out from your account. Because if you try to create a new account and you're still logged in the same browser in another account, it's not going to work. So it is extremely important to log out from your account after you get the link, of course. So get the link, log out from your account. The way to log out, you can click here on this small arrow at the top right hand side here. You're going to get a drop down menu. One of the options is going to be log out. Click on the log out and make sure that you're logged out from your account. Or also you'll be able to find on the left hand side menu here an option to log out from your account. Just make sure to log out from your account after you get your link. That is really important. Otherwise, the next process of signing up to new accounts is not going to work. So pause this video, complete this step, and once you're done, come back and continue watching. Now, the next step is to create the 2 new accounts in the People's Project using your referral link for the main account, the link that you copied before from your main account. I mean, both accounts should be created under the same link. So your accounts are going to be just under that account. And you're going to be using, of course, the 2 accounts you created in your MetaMask wallet in order to pay for each one of those 2 new accounts. So I'm going to give you some instructions and tips on how to do that the right way. First thing, make sure that you are logged out from your account before you open your referral link in the browser. In case you are following me from a PC and you're using your Google Chrome browser directly, or in case you're using Kiwi browser, also make sure that you're logged out from your accounts in the People's Project. Also, if you're opening from an iOS device through MetaMask wallet browser, make sure to go there and you are not logged into your account in the People's Project. It's extremely important to do that before you start the sign up process. Okay, the way to log out is in your account at the top right hand side here. You click on this arrow and click on log out from the drop down menu, or on the left hand side, click on log out. Okay, now the next thing that you have to make sure about is to make sure that you are logged in to your MetaMask wallet and selected the correct MetaMask account for payment. So as we explained before, the first account which was already created, the username for that one is John Smith, have been already linked with John Smith Metamask wallet account. Now, firstly, of course, you're gonna sign up for John Smith 2. So at that time, before you go and sign up, make sure that you are logged into your MetaMask wallet and you are selecting John Smith 2 as the default account in order to use it to make the payment for this new account in the People's Project. Okay, that is extremely important. And when you come on the next time to sign up for the third account in the People's Project, make sure to go to your MetaMask wallet and select the third account, which is your username 3, John Smith 3 in our case here as an example. And after that only you can start the process of signing up for a new account in the People's Project under the name of John Smith 3 or your username 3. Okay, that is really important. Now the way to do that is to go to your MetaMask wallet and at the top right hand side here click on this circle and then make sure to select in our first account to create, obviously you're going to select John Smith 2 or your username 2 and then make sure at the top here that the correct account name is showing. Now in order to get the instructions on how to join the People's Project, you can refer back to step 4 above. Depends on what device you're using, and of course, the most important thing that you need to make sure about is to use your own referral links from the main account to sign up under yourself for the new accounts. It is extremely important. Don't forget that. Don't use any other link. Use only one link to create those 2 accounts. That is extremely important. One important thing here, before you create the third account, which is the second account under yourself, make sure that you are logged out from your account. It doesn't matter whatever, that's the second account or the first account. You have to be logged out from the People's Project in general before you open your referral link and sign up for the second account. And this second account, of course, you're going to be using the same main link of the main account. You're not going to be using any other link. Now, in order to make sure that everything gone through and your account have been created successfully, what you have to do is to log into your main top account in the People's Project and check if you can see your additional accounts. Now, I would recommend that you wait for a couple of minutes or so after you create the second account, because as I told you before, the system is going to take a couple of minutes or so to activate the account in the system. So if you logged in immediately to your main account in the People's Project, you may not see those accounts reflecting there immediately. So wait for 3 to 5 minutes. And after that, log into your account. And if you logged in and they are not there, log out, wait for some time, then log in again. Once you log in inside, you need to go on the left-hand side menu here to network, or in case that you are on your cell phone, you're going to find this hamburger menu or 3 lines, 4 lines menu, and it's going to open this drop-down menu. You need to select network, and from the drop-down menu, you can go to sponsor tree. And here you'll be able to see your main account. You're going to see your username here, and your other 2 accounts are going to be displayed here. Once you see that, that means the process have gone through successfully, and now you have 3 accounts in the People's Project. Now you may ask which account link to promote, because right now you have 3 accounts and each account have a separate unique affiliate link. And up to this point, the top account, which is the main account, will be already qualified to start cycling and move to board 1. Because as this system works, any account to get out of the holding tank, once anybody sign up to a new account, it's going to be kept in a holding tank. It's not going to start cycling or getting access to the boards unless that account will refer 2 accounts. Okay, so since this main account already got 2 accounts because you already signed up under yourself with 2 accounts, that account will be qualified and moved immediately to board 1. So obviously, and common sense, your next step is to get the other 2 accounts qualified in order to start cycling and removed from the holding tank, and that is by referring 2 people under each account. So what I would recommend in this simple strategy is to promote the second account link. You log into your second account, get the link, promote that link until you get 2 people, and don't worry about how to promote from where to get people to sign up under you. There are going to be a detailed step-by-step training, and you're going to get also a copy of this same funnel that you're going through right now, the same videos, which going to explain to people how to sign up under you and how to do all of this process. So don't worry about this right now, just understand the overall strategy. So you're going to start by promoting the second account, which is the first account under your main account, until you get 2 people. Once you do that, then this account is going to be removed from the holding tank and follow the first account to board 1. Then once you got those 2 people, then you're going to start promoting the third account link, which is the second account under yourself, until you get 2 people. So that account also will be qualified and removed from the holding tank. And after that, what you have to do is to focus on building your organization from top to bottom left to right. So top to bottom, left to right. And I wanted to understand that this is not a force matrix. It doesn't work like a force matrix. When you refer people using your top link account, they are going to fall under other accounts. No, it doesn't work like that. They're going to start a new line under that main account that you used to promote. So there is no force matrix here. Each account should get 2 accounts to get qualified. But actually, the more people or the more referrals you refer using a link for a specific account, the faster this specific account will cycle. So let's assume that this is going to be your organization or your network, and those top 3 accounts are your accounts, and you'll be able to get access to this page by logging into your main account, which is the top account here. Then on the left hand side menu or the drop down menu, select network, then click on sponsored tree, and you're going to see all the details of the account you referred like this. So those top 3 accounts, as we said, are your accounts. If you keep promoting the link of this second account here, that means that's going to help this account to cycle faster, because the more people you get here, this account is going to cycle faster. But in that case, you are not going to get people to fall in under other accounts, because this is not a forced matrix. If you got more people here, they are going to start a new line here, and so on. The more people you get, they start a new line, and the faster those people you refer directly will cycle, the faster your account will cycle. And the more people you get, the faster this account will cycle. So you can focus on promoting this account for a while. Once you get so many people here and this account started to cycle very well, then you can go and do the same thing for this other account. So both will cycle at the same time. And when those 2 accounts cycle faster, that will cause the top account to cycle even more faster. So this is one strategy if you don't want to get in touch with other people in your organization and help them to get qualified by getting 2 referrals each. However, that's really powerful strategy. The other way to do it, once you come here and look at your organization, look from top to bottom, left to right. So this is your top account. Go top to bottom, go to the second level, and start from left to right and see if there's any gaps here. So as you can see here, the second level is full. This account is there and this account is there. So there's not any gaps here, and those actually are your own accounts already. After that, go down 1 level more. So top to bottom, left to right. Then start from left here and go through the accounts here. If all those positions are filled, then that's great. Then move on to the bottom to the next level here, which is the 3rd level. And here look through the accounts from left to right. So all those positions here are filled. But here you see under this account, there's a gap here. So this gap may cause this top account to not cycle faster if you rely only on this structure and you're not promoting this account or this account or this account separately. So if you just got those people and you rely on this structure only, then you must look at a way to fill in this gap. So you'll be able to get in touch with this person and try to see what issues he's facing, and if he set up his funnel already and he started promoting actively, encourage him to get the second account as soon as possible. Or you can even promote for them. You can take their funnel copy, or you can just take their link and promote for them until they get the second level. And that is in case you have the contact information for that person, or you just want to fill in the gap here. That's one way. So if that person gets qualified, then you can move on to the next level and try to fill in the gaps on this level from left to right. So you get all the accounts here qualified, and that way you will cycle faster. So that's one way. If you want to do it by helping your team members, that's great. If you just want to focus on promoting your own accounts, that's also going to work. If you don't like to get in touch with people and contact them, that's fine. You can do that by promoting your own accounts only, and that will increase your chance for your account that you're promoting to cycle. That's it for this video. Once you completed this step, scroll down and continue to step 6, and I'll see you on the next video.